Hello everybody, how's it going? Hope y'all are doing well. Mr. MKL here. We're hanging out in the digital basement as we always do on these Mondays. Happy Niche Fighter Monday. We're gonna have a good time. We're looking at something new and something old today, and we're gonna be, I guess, commiserating about the fact that we don't get to play a bunch of awesome games that are getting released on the Exa Arcadia platform. Another year, dude, there are so many this year. It is kind of I'm like simultaneously really happy that developers are getting support from publishers and are able to release their games, and we're getting new versions of some of these amazing games. And then I'm simultaneously sad that, you know, we're not going to get to play them, a lot of people. Thank you, Foxy. Thank you for the sub. Much appreciated, friend. Man, okay, yo, on that note, let's give y'all a little splash in Niche Fighter Monday. Let's kick it off. Niche Fighter Monday. Woo! Welcome to Niche Fighter Monday, friends. Yes, I think Andrea said it best right there. It is an unfortunate state of affairs. So we're gonna talk a little bit about some new indie fighting games and niche fighting games that are gonna be unfortunately rather inaccessible to a lot of the fighting game community. So let's talk about Exa Arcadia. All right. A brief overview. Who is Exa Arcadia? What do they do? And why are we talking about them? So Exa Arcadia is a publisher and platform creator. They have made an arcade platform that kind of works like the Neo Geo MVS did back in the day. So if you remember the Neo Geo, many of the machines had multiple slots for multiple games, and you could, as a arcade owner, you could buy different sets of games that were in cartridges and plug them in, so you'd have a different variety of games accessible to you based on, you know, the demands of your audience and your consumers. So Exa Arcadia is a company run by Showtime. You might know them as a Virtua Fighter player who was a top 8 placer at EVO years back, and they have gone on, and this is a Singaporean company that they have formed that, like I said, created this arcade platform. And over the last several years, they have gone about making deals with a bunch of indie developers to release games exclusively on their platform. Now, this is actually kind of interesting. Like, the concept behind Exa Arcadia is actually really good. Like, I love the MVS format. I love the idea that arcade operators don't have to engage in a revenue share with anyone. They can buy these things outright, and once they own it, they can charge whatever the heck they want. So, right, if you were an arcade in whatever, frickin' Massachusetts, or in Cologne, Germany, and you wanted to, you know, bring in an Exa machine, you could get an Exa machine, you could get a few games, and you could charge whatever you want. You could charge a door fee and have it be on free play. You could charge per play, right? There's a whole bunch of ways to do it, and all the revenue is yours to keep. That as a core is great. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But man, what happens when this platform is, right? How big are arcades? How many people have access to them these days, right? What is the user base for something like the Exa Arcadia in this day and age? And how does it make sense for developers to become exclusive to that platform, right? So, right? Yeah, and in Germany, you don't think there are any arcades anymore, right? They're few and far between here. I know of literally one Exa Arcadia machine in North America. And this is not for lack of trying, right? Like, this is not for lack of me searching these things out. I know of one of them in North America, right? And so what are we going to do, man? So like, let's talk about the reason this has come up now is because EVO Japan just happened. And at EVO Japan, XR Arcadia announced a lot of exclusive games. Now, last year, their big announcements were, for fighting game stuff, were Dynamite Bomb and Axel City 2, which I wrote about in Okizine. I've talked about them a lot here on the stream. And that's like two 2D fighter maker developers that XR Arcadia is working with Kodakawa, and Kodakawa has an exclusive rights to the Maker Series games, and they have partnered with EXA. So, hey, you have all of these games coming out on this platform now. So it was a couple of games here and there last year, and you've had some like a handful of them over the years. So like if we scroll down here through the list of arcade games, Bayani is currently available. Friends of the show will probably recognize Fight of Gods. They will probably recognize the Kung Fu versus Karate Champ, right? We got a version of Chaos Code on there. Whole bunch of games, bunch of shooters, bunch of arcade games, an exact mix for Mr. Gimmick, right? Samurai Showdown 5 Perfect. We got Arcana Heart 3 Extend. Here we have Axel City and Dynamite Bomb, right? Omen of Sorrow, Arising Chaos, available 2024. So this is an upcoming one. So look here, these are the kind of games that were announced. Phantom Breaker Omnia, we have Omen of Sorrow, we have Dojo Masters EX, Pixeled Visions, getting some support from EXA Arcadia to become an EXA exclusive with a version of Dojo Masters. This is before Dojo Masters even launches officially on Steam, mind you, right? Daybreak Slam is another new fighting game, an update to Vanguard Princess, one of the original super high quality, super like well-known, probably one of the more popular 2D fighter maker games getting an update. Rage of the Dragons getting an update. Friends, man, like this is kind of wild. A new Chaos Code, right? Axel City 2 getting an update, and a new Breaker's Revenge, right? So there are so many games. So this is why it's in the conversation right now, right? Damon Bride is also on there, absolutely, right? Like, what the hell? What is Dojo Masters doing on? That was a super big surprise for me too, right? Feeling like to try to do what Neo Geo did, absolutely. The Neo Geo MVS, the multi-video system, it was the arcade system, right? That they released ages ago, and was well supported, and EXA Arcadia models itself after that like paradigm, right? And no, this is correct, Andrea. Not all EXA games are exclusives, right? But if you look at this, you can see in the corner here of these which ones are. They have EXA exclusive listed. So Breaker's Revenge, Axel City, Chaos Code, right? Daybreak Slam, Vanguard Princess, Rage of the Dragons W, Dojo Masters EX, Phantom Breaker Omnia. These are all listed. The original Dynamite Bomb. Now, this is where we get to it. Donut Dodo Do. I know that this game is available on other platforms. It was just released on Switch, if I'm not mistaken, right? So, this is where I call into question, what are the limits of EXA exclusivity, right? So, when it comes to this, right, like the discussion between developers and publishers, I'd be really keen on hearing from some developers in chat what their thoughts are on this. Like, I'm not sure, I don't have any access, I'm not privy to the inner workings of how these deals like play out and what the specifics of these kinds of publishing deals are, right? So there are many ways that they can play out. Like in my mind, I could see it being very much some publishers saying we're going to take on physical publishing responsibilities. Some publishers taking on porting responsibilities, right? Some publishers taking on some level of marketing responsibility in exchange for either cut of sales, ownership of the IP, whatever the case may be. There are many ways that these kinds of deals can play out, right? But part of that is like, what are you offering? When it comes to exclusivity, there is something in particular that you are offering for a developer to be exclusive. So what does it take for that, right? And one of the calculations, one of the aspects, one of the factors in your calculation, I would say has to be install base, right? Now, this is where some like big questions come into the play for me, where I'm like, what exactly is Exa Arcadia offering in order to provide enough, right? Like provide enough in the exchange for developers to hop on board for this kind of exclusivity. Because this is the last, I went and did some digging, and the last bit of like any kind of sales number that I could find about the Exa Arcadia platform was from 2020. So in 2020, Exa announced that the very first lot of Exa Arcadia systems had completely sold out, right? And that games were now playable at 200 locations worldwide. Now that is at least one machine at 200 locations, likely more at some of them, but if you're an arcade operator who's only wants to take up one spot in your space, you can have an Exa Arcadia machine that has several games in it, so you might not need that many more than one. But what this tells us is that we at least have a floor of, as of 2020, the first lot sold to 200 locations, which means there are 200 units minimum out there in existence. Likely more, right? How many more? It's hard to tell, but we're talking about a floor here, right? And my understanding is that there have been at least 2 more lots that have been sold, and then there's another one forthcoming. So if we assume that, once again, at a minimum, that they're doing this, that we are at like, I think we could comfortably say we're at 1,000 units or 1,000 machines worldwide, right? Is what our floor is for install base, right? So, and then we have to take into that, like, there's no revenue share. So developers are only getting any money out of this deal either through whatever Exa's providing or through sales of the games themselves. So how many copies of those games are sold? Exa's not providing that information. And this is the only self-reported information that I've been able to find in terms of actual sales numbers, right? But what would it take for a developer to say, I will be exclusive to a platform of at least 1,000 units, but who knows how many, right? How many actual copies sold? What does that, like, how many does that translate to, right? Now, if you think about games like Dynamite Bomb and Axel City, my understanding is that they were probably at less than 1,000 sales each on their respective platforms when they had versions of those games available on PC. So there is currently a version of Dynamite Bomb as well as Axel City 2 that you are able to purchase through DL site. Now, right, if we're looking at less than 1,000 sales on either of those anyways, limiting yourself to a platform of less than 1,000, does that seem like a reasonable... Is Axel City 2 no longer buyable? Did it get pulled from DL site? Oh, Axel City 1. Sorry, my apologies. Axel City 1 is available. Yes, absolutely. Axel City 1 Complete is available for purchase. Axel City 2 is genuinely exclusive to the Exa Arcadia. Yes, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Right? But to the point, like, if we're looking at less than 1,000 sales on your games anyways, looking to cap yourself at 1,000 basically, because you don't expect to sell to the entire user base of the Exa Arcadia platform, that's not a terrible trade-off. So then the question becomes, what are they providing? What are they providing? Well, it makes sense for a developer like Akutsunman for Axel City or Light Green 8 for Dynamite Bomb. How does it make sense for the Omen of Sorrow team, who I would wager has outsold that on... I mean, I would say we're at 5 figures for Omen of Sorrow across all their platforms over sales, right? Phantom Breaker Omnia is at least 5 figures. So Dojo Masters, it will be an interesting test case, right? It's not even out on PC yet, so we're not entirely sure. And yes, and this is where, like, the beef with Exa comes in, right? So it is locking what were previously, and this is where, like, yeah, for me, this is where the personal, like, this is a damn shame. But like, we have games that were previously cornerstones of indie PC fighting games, right? These games like Vanguard Princess, the Toho franchise, right? Like, these are even like Breaker's Revenge, going back to the classics of the arcades. Visco has had deals with a variety of people to do physical releases of Breaker's Revenge. There was a plan to have Breaker's Revenge characters in the Verdict Guilty series, right? So there's all these, they're happy to work with other people, and so now having a new version, especially after the Breakers collection just came out on Steam, having it locked to a relatively small, relatively inaccessible arcade platform is a big shame, right? Yeah, and Andrea, you're absolutely right. So the sales figures are extremely hard to come by. I'm going best case scenario. Omnia, I'm fairly certain has hit 10,000 across platforms, across versions, right? Omen of Sorrow, maybe not, but I would say, like, best case scenario that they would have hit the low end of that, right? But just to give a sense, right? Like, even if they're only at 5K or 8K, that's still a 5-time increase in the potential for sales, right? Because once again, the odds of them selling to the entirety of the XR Arcadia install base are probably pretty low. And there you go. Yeah, the Switch version. There was a physical release for the Dreamcast that was being planned at one point that was supposed to have playable versions of them. But then, yes, eventually the Switch version did came out and had NPC arcade opponents that were from Breakers. So there is seeing these connections to the indie game scene, and like I said, games that are fundamentally about the PC indie scene that were, I mean, there was always, okay, they were hard to access in a lot of ways, right? There's language barriers, there's platform barriers, there's currency barrier, all that stuff. The hugest shame of all this is that all this is happening at a time where DL Site is actually locking down further. It's harder to get access to DL Site. You can no longer do credit card payment processing on the website. So you have to jump through all these extra hoops to even get access to the older versions of these games, like Axel City 1 or the original version of Dynamite Bomb, right? So even if we say to ourselves, sure, we don't get the updates, but the originals are still there, those are starting to disappear slowly but surely. So what are the, like, that, those are kind of my big questions, right? What are the limits of this exclusivity? What are the incentives for it? And what kind of possible install base / return are people expecting? Are both developers and the publisher expecting, right? Yeah, absolutely, Foxy, saying that they spent some time at the EXA installment at the Evo Japan venue, and it was well constructed and very attractive. Hard to know all the details of their production. It absolutely is. This is why I'm kind of asking the questions, right? I want to be able to discern as much of this as possible. And I know that there are people in the community here who have some levels of experience working with publishers. So they would have an idea of what kind of support and trade-offs are involved in various publishing deals. Even if it's not specifically Exa Arcadia, it still gives us some insight as to the kind of bounds at which we're working within. And it gives us some context as to why this might be valuable. Because to the audience, it seems like it's super counterproductive, right? It seems very counterproductive for me to say it's already hard enough for us to buy your game on DL Site, and now I have to go through an even more geographically limited arcade platform to get access to it. It's hard to see the benefit as a player and as a fan of these games, right? So and this is I don't doubt it, and I said it on Twitter. I joked, right, that, you know, after this, it's like the Exa Arcadia developers are going to be crying like Krusty, saying they just backed a dump truck full of money up to my house, right? And it's like, I don't know if it's just money. I honestly don't. And I'm not mad if it is. If this is the kind of deal that it takes for our indie devs to make the games that they make and get them released, I understand that that's a trade-off that some people are going to be willing to make, and I can appreciate that and I can respect that, right? But I have no idea. Like, we have no idea. We're so like veiled. Like, the information is so veiled to us that it's really hard to discern, and it's really hard for us to like get behind this kind of release when we see it as so negative, right? When we can't see the positives. Ingo's super cute, saying they've literally never heard of any of these games other than Samurai Showdown. I mean, like, Arcana Heart has a healthy reputation in the niche in indie fighting game scene, as does Chaos Code and Phantom Breaker, right? So yeah, folks might not be familiar with these ones. They are super niche as a rule, but those are probably the standouts. And we have seen some of these developers work with other arcade platforms in the past, where Examu was an arcade platform, interestingly similarly named, and they did also a very good job in the early to late 2000s of nabbing a bunch of indie devs and bringing them on board to their arcade platform. Eventually that platform fizzled out and a lot of those developers went to PC, which is where a lot of people got to know their games, and now they're going back to an exclusive walled garden that is the Exa platform. And yes, Kuma saying the focus is more on arcade owners instead of people who just want to play games in their houses. Absolutely. The primary pitch behind Exa Arcadia as a platform is towards arcade operators, not towards the players of these games. And I assume that they, to a lesser degree, geared towards developers, like I said, through their exclusivity, so, and their publishing deals. Andrea saying, I honestly understand why developers would work with them. If they pay for the development, it's sometimes the one way that games can be made. 100% agreed. As a player, it sucks. But for how hard it is to make games, I can understand why they would go for it. In their honest opinion, it's the same as Epic Game Store exclusivity, only more region locked. Yeah, and see, and that's where the benefit starts, even for me, like, if I put myself in a developer's shoes or a creator's shoes, that's where the benefit starts, like, wearing off a little bit, where I'm like, man, not only is this hardware locked, it's region locked in a way that is very difficult to contend with and very difficult to build an audience from, which is partly what you want to do. So, it's like, very clearly, like, the calculus has been made by a lot of these developers that whatever is on offer is worth it, right? Which, like I said, it brings us to the ultimate question of what is on offer, right? And I could see it being money, right? It realistically, like, I don't know what kind of capital is funding Exa Arcadia in the back. I don't know if Showtime is just independently wealthy and is just like, boom, boom, let's go, kids. Arcade platform is what I dreamed of, right? And if that's the case, hey man, you got a benefactor and you can get your stuff made that way. Yeah, we definitely need to try to expand to the global market. Like, they have made. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. The Exa has made overtures to the North American and the Western markets a little bit more. They were 2 years ago, I believe. They were at the Coin-Op Expo in Vegas, and they started opening up better deals with retailers to get units shipped over. I believe they started working on a conversion kit for turning different style of cabs into Exa cabs. And then various things like that. So they have worked, and this is like to their credit. Like, this is not all bad, right? Like I said, conceptually, I actually like the idea of the platform. The fact of the matter is that these kinds of platforms are not accessible to a lot of people, especially in North America. So that's just the reality of it. That's why it kind of hurts. But like, so I get that, right? And yeah, I don't know, just. Maybe there is something to it that if this was able to expand wider, that it would be valuable, but it's, like I said, it's hard to see that from the player and fan perspective. And I'd be genuinely curious to see like what kind of overtures are being made to developers to make this so enticing, because this is like it is it's a deluge of games, friends. Like there were so many game announcements, like a new Breakers, a new Axel City, a new Chaos Code, a brand new franchise, Daybreak Slam, a new Vanguard Princess, which, dude, like, this was not on my bingo cards. Rage of the Dragons W, which I will be interested to see how this differs from Rage of the Dragons Neo, which was just recently announced for PC and I believe PS5 and such. Dojo Masters? Not in a million years, man. Not in a million years. Not in a million years would I have guessed that Dojo Masters was going to be the game proposal, reach out to the... I'm gonna reach out to Bye Bye Blue. I'm really curious about what the heck is going on with this, because, like, that they picked up a version of a game for a game that hasn't even been released, right? I know that Bye Bye Blue has plans for continued support for Dojo Master. What does that mean, right? Like, what is and this is the other huge question, what is the limit on exclusivity? Is this timed exclusivity? Is this feature exclusivity? Some of these games are talking about having, the Breakers Revenge Chicago is talking about having, like, a remixed audio, a remixed soundtrack, right? So, remixed soundtrack and new art and stuff like that. Are those the things that are going to be exclusive? And then we're going to have another version of the game with the modes and any of the balance adjustments and any of that kind of stuff that exists elsewhere? Like, is that what's happening with Rage of the Dragons Neo and Rage of the Dragons W, right? That we're getting a new remix soundtrack with the original composer and a new set of, like, interstitial art? That might be it. Yeah. As someone who lives on the old continent, you either have to shell out $5,000 for an arcade cabinet shipped to Germany or never play those games. That's kind of annoying. That's just the cabinet, man. That's just the cabinet. Once you get the $5,000 cabinet, you have to buy the $1,200 to $2,500 games, right? So, like, I can understand as an arcade operator why this proposition is really interesting. That's actually a pretty low floor in terms of what it costs to get in, especially if you're keeping all of the revenue, right? And once again, being able to do it by doing, hey man, there's a door fee and you get in and it's free play once you're in, or doing it $1 a play or whatever the case may be, you can make your money back. That is a very enticing thing. I understand, like I said, the developer perspective, the publisher perspective, I totally understand. It is hard. It is very hard to get behind these projects. Projects which I otherwise, like, you know that I am the first one to be like, yo, my guy, more Breakers? Let's do this. Oh, my guy, more indie games? New version of Omen of Sorrow? New version of Dojo Masters? Heck yeah. Like, all this shit is amazing. Vanguard Princess, dude? Vanguard Princess R is so freaking amazing. Like, that game is gonna get a new breath of life makes me so happy, right? And then I'm like, the Exocurse. It is what it is. Perhaps these games just would not exist otherwise, right? Maybe. And I can believe that that's the case and that we just wouldn't see them. But I know in my heart of hearts that I see all these indie devs out here working, like, moving mountains to get their games released, right? So I know some of them would come out, but I don't want to have my developers move mountains to get their art out there, right? Like, it should be easier than that. Oh, the 2DFM curse? This is going to become a bigger problem. The more that Kodakawa works with Exa Arcadia, and the more 2DFM games get onboarded, the bigger of a problem this is. I am betting Angels of Battle is going to be on Exa Arcadia within the next 2 years. I would put dollar bills on this. Like, They have it locked down. It is a 2D fighter maker game, the exact kind that they will get behind, the exact kind that they have gotten behind. It is one of the top tier ones. It has built upon the legacy of Vanguard Princess. So seeing Vanguard Princess that now, right after Dynamite Bomb and Axel City, it probably shouldn't have been that big of a surprise that they would go to this well, right? So because I mean, from everything that I have seen discussed in the like Twitterverse about this stuff. Once again, no official sales numbers, but the Twitterverse and the people working on these games seem to be very pleased with the result, right? Which is another thing worth remembering throughout this entire conversation. As much as we just want to be, we want to doom, right, about, as much as we want to just be doomers about the X Arcadia stuff, some of these developers are happy with their deals, and more developers are signing on for these deals, which says something, at least, right? It says something that this is what they're getting behind. Oh shit, are you serious? As you got it correctly, BV Taisei is helping with the development of the new Vanguard Princess. Doesn't surprise me at all. They absolutely, they built it. They built it on top of the core of how Vanguard Princess was designed in terms of their input recognition, in terms of the combo structure, and they like iterated and changed upon that. But even the training mode system, they really looked at Vanguard Princess as this is a high point in design within 2D Fighter Maker, and then we're gonna make it even better. And then they managed to, I don't know what they did to it, but they made that game run so much smoother with the update from last year. It is wild, right? And it's some of the most gorgeous art in a 2D Fighter Maker game. The game feel is pretty unparalleled. I gotta take a look at this. Yeah, FK Digital. New fighting game, X Arcadia, based on the original work by Tamaki. Developed jointly by FKD and BV Taisei. Is also the production team behind Angels of Battle, which we have introduced several times before, and their development capabilities are impressive. Stay tuned for future information. Well, there you have it. What's up, Sunshine? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, FK Digital is the Chaos Code developers. BV Taisei is the Angels of Battle developers. Chaos Code has a version of their game exclusively on X Arcadia. BV Taisei is very adept in 2D Fighter Maker development. Kodakawa, working with X Arcadia, has exclusivity on Maker games. After the success of Inaho Dynamite Bomb and Axel City, now we have even more games coming out. And yeah. Angels of Battle is, my bet is they are going very quiet for the next year, and then we're going to hear about an X Arcadia version. That's very nice. Thank you. Foxy Boxy, developer of Robo-O, saying, the developer should leverage such an agreement with a special version of the game. A special character and other features can be exclusive. Personally, though, they say they can only agree to this. Players are precious. And absolutely, and thank you. As a player, thank you. I really appreciate that. Because, and this is where my confusion arises, right? Because I understand, right? Like, you're right, like, my viewers, my audience, my fans, like, my community, man, these are people I hang out with. Like, I see people in chat here. We chat in my Discord, like, all day long, right? So, these are my friends. This is my community. These are my people, right? And I can't imagine doing any of this at the expense of them, right? So, like, if someone came to me and was like, hey, Threads has an exclusive streaming deal, and here you can go on Threads, right? Or, like, Kick, or whatever streaming, like, I would be hard-pressed to justify that, in spite of how much I understand that could help me making my art and getting it out there and producing the stuff I want to make, right? So, I understand that, but that's it, man. Like, that is precious, and We shouldn't lose that, right? And so I think that's where the dooming around this comes from. That's where the frustration is really happening, right? Is players are feeling that they are being left out, and they don't understand the wider benefit of how this might make the games exist, because as far as they're concerned, they don't have access to it anyway, so it might as well not, right? And that's a hard place to be in. And yeah, Andrea saying that this is a great take from Foxy on the whole thing, right? If there was a version with one extra feature, one extra character, I wouldn't be mad at it at all. My only gripe is when the whole game is made exclusive and there's no other way to play any other version of it. Absolutely, right? And I can see, I mean, Exa Arcadia is actually building an ecosystem with a lot of developers who have shared talents and have very similar, sometimes aesthetics, sometimes game design philosophies. Sometimes they actually work together actively, like BB Taisei and FK Digital, right? So there is this opportunity for these kinds of crossovers, right? And as sad as it would be for me not to have, I don't know, like any one of the Angels of Battle characters in Breaker's Revenge, Chicago, right? Even if it would be sad to me that I don't get access to those characters in this version of the game, knowing that there's this version of the game, returning to a time, remember, console exclusive, you'd get versions of Soul Calibur, right? That had console exclusive characters, right? But you still got to play Soul Calibur, man, right? That is the core of it. So, I would love, and I'm hopeful, I am genuinely hopeful that the exclusivity deals allow for something like that. So that is my kind of big question. And I understand there are like non-disclosure agreements that are going to prevent developers from talking about too many specifics here. But I'd be curious to see, right? I think Dojo Masters is going to be an excellent example of this. What happens? Does Dojo Masters PC get released and then just bug fixes? And all the updates go to Dojo Masters EX at the XR Arcadia? Or is there just like an exclusive version for XR Arcadia that might have some arcade-specific arcade mode or something like that, or ladder mode, right? That we don't get in the PC version, but then the character updates, the balance updates, all that stuff proceeds in tandem, right? If that's the case, then like we shouldn't be dooming as much as we are. But the fact is, many of these games historically that have gone to platforms like Examu and like Exa Arcadia have remained exclusive until those platforms die. And I don't, that's, man, that would suck so much to see a game like Dojo Masters or Dynamite Bomb or Axel City go into this, or the new Breakers or the new Rage of the Dragons go into this, and we don't see them for 10 years until this platform happens to die. Maybe the platform never dies and we just never get access to them. That's another possibility. Oh man, the XR Arcadia arcade chain in Japan. I mean, that is historically how these things have gone, right? The Taito centers, the Sega arcade chains, those exist in Japan, right? But once again, that's a cultural thing that most people around the world, that's not how that works and how that's built. So we're just not going to have access to it. But I don't know. Ultimately, I really hope that we as fans of these games get a little bit of insight and understanding as to why these deals are happening. Hopefully, we get access to these games in some way, shape, or form. Like I said, maybe it'll take 2 years, maybe it'll take 5 years. Perhaps these exclusivity deals end up elsewhere, right? End up expiring. Light Green 8 has talked about the desire to get Dynamite Bomb available to Western audiences. Perhaps they view Exa Arcadia as the method to do that, but when I have spoken to them about this, it seems to have been in relation to other things. I want the game to be, properly translated and accessible to players. I want them to be able to buy it. I want them to be able to, this kind of stuff, right? So, I mean, what does that mean for the future? Who knows? I mean, I would say that at the very least, some of these developers are thinking about releasing their games in some non-exclusive to Exa fashion, and other games like Donut Doo Doo or Donut Dodo Doo, I think is what it was called. It's an arcade style high score chasing game, but it says it's exclusive to Exa Arcadia, and it does in fact have a version that is on Switch and on other platforms. Gimmick, right? It has the exact mix version on the Exa Arcadia platform. I don't know if it's called the exact mix, but there is a version of Mr. Gimmick that is available on modern platforms, Switch, PS5, PC as well. So some of these games are coming out in some fashion, though in fairness, both of those games that I just mentioned were exclusive for at least 2 years. So I think that's probably what we're looking at, is some kind of timed exclusivity or feature exclusivity. So we'll see. Thank you, Andrea, for joining. Thank you for your insight. I really appreciate it. I'm basically wrapping this up now anyways, this conversation up now anyways, before hopping into some games. So well timed. Yo, thank you, friends. I appreciate it. But yeah, so that's kind of the story of Exa Arcadia over this past week, right? It is a platform that I think some people saw the announcements of these games not knowing the way that Exa Arcadia works and the kind of publishing deals and exclusivity deals that they actually set up, and saw the announcement of these games and thought to themselves, "Hoo boy, new versions of X, Y, and Z! I can't wait!" And like, there's like. There was like a dozen of us sitting there on the sidelines, just, my sweet summer child. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's not how it's gonna be. But hey, we have our fingers crossed. I am pleased. I as sad as I am that these, historically very accessible games on open platforms by indie developers selling it themselves have now moved into walled gardens. That makes me sad. But at the same time, we're seeing new versions of these games. Like, New Breakers, even after the collection, was not on my radar, right? Arcade version and new version of Rage of the Dragons, even after Neo was announced, not on my radar. Dojo Masters EX, totally not on my radar. Vanguard Princess, certainly not on my radar, right? Some of these things like Chaos Code and Phantom Breaker, and I could see those. I kind of saw some of those coming, but the sheer number of games that were announced for the Exa platform this year makes me really happy that there is obviously a desire for a publisher to invest in these types of games. You will hear from indie developers very regularly that, they say fighting game, and publishing people are like, make it a beat 'em up, right? You say fighting game, and they say, make it an action adventure game, and right. So like, there is some reticence to back that stuff. There is I'm not sure if the market is there in publishing right now to invest in that, and that's what the talk has been over the last few years, actually. So now seeing this like kind of surge in support, even if it's just from one publisher, right? Or I guess a handful of publishers, but like one little circle, right? And it's in a walled garden. It is a little reassuring that these kinds of creators are going to get some level of support. So be heartened by that, even if at the same time we are sad. And then make our way out to the handful of locations that do have these things. Is it the Philly FGC? I can never remember. I am so bad at geography. But near and abouts where Griffy Bones hosts their weekly tournaments. Their local has an Exa Arcadia machine, and he is fairly certain that they will be seeing Breakers and possibly Axel City and possibly some of these new titles as they get released, right? So, right? There's one at Kauai saying there's one at your locals randomly. I have searched. I have not been able to find any myself, unfortunately. And we need to put together a little tally of where these things are located, because wherever they are, we should probably try to support them. Like, I want to be able to support Pixel Visions when they release Dojo Masters EX. I want to be able to support Light Green 8 in Dynamite Bomb. I really do. This is why I jumped through all the hoops to be able to buy the version of Dynamite Bomb that's available on PC. So that's amazing. Right? Oh, there is a list. Kawhi, if you could hook me up with that, that'd be great, man. I have no idea how I have not seen this. Like, I spent like a couple hours searching for Exa machines, and I didn't see anyone have a list, so... My old man Google Foo is failing me. Alright. So like I said, that's the XR Arcadia. Yo, we're gonna... But we do have access to some games, though, friends. We do have access to some games. We can play them right frickin' now if we wanted to. And I think that's exactly what we're gonna do. So... I came across a game that just came out on both Steam and Google Play. It is both a mobile game and a PC game. It is Super Dragon Punch Force 3. Super Dragon Punch Force 3. If I try to call it Super Dragon Punch Force, I'm unable to pronounce the name of this game. Super Dragon Punch Force 3. I don't know what happened to the first two Super Dragon Punch Forces. But we got a third one that came out. It's completely free to play. It's available on Steam. It's available on Google Play. I highly recommend everyone go download it. I'm going to be back in just a couple minutes. I'm going to top up my water and stay hydrated, and then we're going to come back and check out this new game, and we're going to play some matches online. I think we got a couple people who already have the game in chat right now who might want to get some games in. So you can go download it, and we're going to run some matches after we dig into it a little bit. But stay with me, friends. I will be right back. Welcome back, everybody. How y'all doing? Mr. MKL here. Like I said, we're going to be playing some Super Dragon Punch Force 3. It is pretty fun to lab Kawaii. This is a game, like I said, I've been playing it on mobile mostly. This is actually the first time I'm going to be playing it on PC. So it'll be a bit of an interesting experience. But it works really, really well with touch controls. There's been a little bit of like I don't want to call it a resurgence, but there's been some like genuine improvements in how mobile games play and feel over the last, I don't know, 5 years, and it has been lovely to see. And I find myself actually spending a lot of time just labbing these mobile games. Yes, it's the Flappy Fighter scheme. Absolutely. Flappy Fighter, followed by Tough Love Arena, I think did the two biggest things in terms of improving the game feel of mobile fighting games. And basically all the developers have absorbed some of that and done their own implementations. So you've seen games like Heroes Versus, which utilizes swipes and holds and taps in really interesting ways that a lot of these games don't, but still maintains that excellent game feel. And others like, yes, Flappy Fighter, Santa Claus, or Santa Fighter, right, by Baxter. And then games, like I said, Tough Love Arena, Vita Fighters, they do an excellent job. Sinog does an excellent job as well. Hey, Hayama. Dual Souls? Yes, Dual Souls actually also feels really good. In spite of being like a hyper-complex game. My lord, does that game get complex. Okay. This game needs to be in full screen, so let me just bring up my chat. There we go. All right. So this game being a bit of a mobile game, it is free to play. So I'm going to take you out to the main screen here, right? You have access to a variety of characters. There's PvE. So the only real modes here, right, are PvE and PvP, which is an alpha. So you don't get access to too many modes right now, but it has just launched. So you go to Versus, and you can see at the top here, PvE and PvP, and then a private match function, casual and ranked modes, and then practice. So ranked mode actually takes you through, it's just a series of 5 challenges, or 5 challengers, that you play as if you're playing online. And if you can beat them all, you get a reward, right? So you can see in my match history here, right, PvE, casuals, and ranked going through. And you get access to tickets, which you can then use to spend on either characters or cosmetics. I know, Dual Souls is shockingly high execution requirement, especially for a mobile game, and it still works. I had said it on Twitter. I don't know if it's the like the physical screens. I don't know if it's like the touch screens that have improved. I don't know if it's the touch recognition on a OS level that has improved, or if it's like an input recognition thing that developers have simply improved on. But there has been we have crossed a threshold where these games work more often than they don't, which is not the common perception about mobile fighting games, right? So it's very exciting that we're seeing some games, especially now, make both simultaneous mobile and PC releases. So this game is available on mobile and PC. Konsui Fighters is another game that recently had a demo launch that is also available on mobile and PC. So there is some kind of movement and activity in this space now, which is really exciting to me. So yeah, you can get, there are a bunch of stuff. There are emotes that you can get, which is actually kind of fun. And then yeah, you can get characters as well. And then various skins. Yeah, you can emote and hit stun. Absolutely. It's actually super fun. Okay, so let's go into practice here. You can see here I have access to the top 3, the top row, as well as her. The first day that I booted this up, I actually had access to a different selection of characters. I don't know if that was just an early thing, because I had access to Deb. So I have a Deb combo on there. But over the past couple days, I've only had access to these 4. So we'll see if that changes, right? Because it's a free-to-play game. Are they going to rotate the selection? I don't know how often they're going to rotate it, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Who do you folks want to see, man? Let's I'll leave it up to y'all. We have kind of the Shoto out of Marlowe. We have our grappler in Wally. We have a Rekka character and mix-up character in Boy. And then we have an item specialist. So June has an axe that she can toss, and she can recall it. And then she has different movesets when she's armed versus unarmed. So I would fucking love, man. I want to check out SK. I really want to check out Yazia. Come on, man. Come on. I want to beat someone up with this girl, but they don't let me do it right now. I got to earn the tickets. All right, we got no takers. That's fine. I'll show you June.
Round 1.
All right, so we have ourselves, if I actually am smart enough, I will throw on, where is input display? There we go. So it is 4 buttons. We have and no, there are no like special motion inputs because there is no jumping, there is no crouching. Yeah, Hayama's saying they're not into games where you can't jump. This is actually some of the reviews for this game on Steam are immediately like no jumping, no buy, right? And I'm like, okay, I guess if that's not your thing, if you don't like fighting games that don't have jumping, I guess that's fine. But I think you might be missing out on some cool stuff. So yeah, no up and down, just right and left. But you do have dashes, and then four attacks. So there we go. So just kind of a normal attack in your 1 here. Yo, Formula, what's going on? Do I want a 1v1? Okay, yo, let's do it. Let's just forget it, man. Well, let's just hop right in. I was gonna do a little bit of like, hey, this is what the game's all about. But yo, if you're down for some matches, man. But yes, everyone has 4 attacks as well as a super and a throw. And then everyone actually also has just for a passive ability. So a number of June's unarmed strikes will inflict damage over time. Everyone has an interesting passive ability. Does it have rollback? I'm not sure. I have not actually checked. It does have crossplay. Okay, cool. I have not checked to look. I have not had a chance to try the online yet. But you can, some combo, right? Some of your stuff chains together or links together. Others don't. And you can just kind of like build out combos like you normally would, right? And for her, she has actually different movesets when she's unarmed. So she has this little thing here when she's unarmed, and then she can recall her axe. Actually does a lot of cool stuff. Heck yeah, let's go. Ooh. Oh, what region are you in? Are you US West? Oh, you got codes. All right. Let's see. Hey, yo, let's go. All right. I gotta give this grappler a go.
First round. Fight.
Yes, reflect. All right. Oh, okay. The reflect doesn't actually activate. So he has one of his specials can reflect, but it doesn't activate quite right away. Ooh, okay, good tech away. Oh, I tried to armor through. So, yeah, he has armor on a bunch of his attacks, right? So I was trying to armor through and get that launcher into command grab. There you go. And then our grappler friend also has a... Oh, did it too early. He has a chargeable, his light attack can be charged into an unblockable ground bounce move. And that also has armor. Wally's super fun, man. He looks really cool. We were talking on Twitter with Kawhi, I believe, about like what are... Like how will he actually fare in combat, right? And I'm not entirely sure. So this is why I immediately picked him when I got on this match here. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Attack through the armor.
Third round.
Yeah, damage. I've noticed some weird stuff with the damage too, so... Oh, there you go. Ah. Oh. Gotcha. Oh, no. I guess I gotta go for neutral. Oh, damn. I'm sitting on super, too, eh? Oh, nice throw. Nice throw. Oh. Oh, there's no freeze on the startup? Oh, really? Really? Okay. Yeah, I gotta delay my grab. I'm missing it on the... I'm missing it on the ground bounce. That's absolutely it. Oh, there are more stages. I didn't even realize there was a second page of stage. Yeah, freeze I don't think actually applies to the projectiles, absolutely, which is why I got hit out of that. Oh, tried to get the grab off of it, no go. Gotcha. Oh! Oh, that comboed! Oh, man. Okay, that might have been counter hit only. Oh, damn. Damn, nice. Gotcha. Oh! Damn. No, I was too low on health.
Second round. Fight.
Oh, still. Oh, I was too late. Oh, I got it.
Round 3. Fight.
Yo, round start command grab. Let's go. There you go. That's what I wanted. Ah, damn it. Too slow. Man, yeah, his reflect is actually super slow. Nice. Oh, big body.
You might want to try the practice mode.
Yeah, you can dash cancel on hit or block for that? Okay.
First round. Fight.
Oh, yeah. Just gotta attack through the armor, man. Just do it. Check. Yeah, little delay. I don't know if this is rollback, man. Oh shit. I meant to throw. I don't know why I went to that. Ooh. Nice. Yeah, I've had problems getting the dash to come out off of this, right? Oh, that works though. Okay. And then into the command grab. Whoops. Hey, okay. Whoop. Yeah, that's some delay. Though maybe rollback. Oh, okay, maybe that is rollback. And we're out. I was gonna say we were starting to lose it a bit. You're on the hotel Wi-Fi. All right, all right. That explains it a bit. Yo, no sweat. Yo, I know Super HC said they were down for some matches too. So if you're around, dude, we could always play as well. Here, formula. Yeah. Let me give it a go with a couple other folks in chat as well, and we can just kind of like make our way around. I mean, I am happy just to hop in the casual queue. Legitimately, I am. That might be easy, especially if there's a few people. Then we can just kind of connect to each other. I maintain, man. We got to do it. We got to do it. We gotta like populate queues so that when people grab a demo, there are actually people in queue. That's always like the super sad moment when I'm trying a new game. And you're just like, let's do it. Let's match up. All right. Let me give June. Oh. Oh, she's PvE only? Aw, that makes me sad. All right. All right. Let me go with boy.
Round one.
So this is the Rekka character, who can basically like power up any of his, like spend those 3 stocks to do like gattlings on his attacks to empower them. Nice.
Second round.
Yeah, it might have to be that.
Fight.
Oh, I didn't mean to throw. I meant to just hit you with the light. Ooh. Ooh, that's good to know. Aw, man. Oh, unfortunately, the buffer is kind of the whatever's going on with the online. It's like buffering my moves because I double tap. I double tap buttons to make sure they come out, and it seems that it's reading those double taps and it's like storing them and it's using my Rekkas. So I got to be way more careful when online. Oops, wrong button.
Player 2 wins.
Oh man, it's a shame that it's not feeling fantastic online right now. I got to admit. There's some it's an alpha. Like, yo, the PvP is an alpha. So let that just be known. But yeah, absolutely. Where it's like, I'm like, oh, okay. I feel the rollback now. I assume that's rollback, and I feel the delay as well. So I don't think they've quite hit the balance on that. And then as Super HC says, yeah. If you had to guess, it was like the weapon mechanics and the projectile from the mercenary June that prevents her from being playable online right now. Oh yeah, Hayama, it may very well. It may very well blow up one of our computers if we connect. But I'm willing to risk it. What's some shrapnel between friends? Oh yes, and there's third strike parrying. Tap forward to parry. I'm not sure how strict the timing on that is. Sacrifice our PCs for science. I'm down. Oh, I'm curious. I don't know if the game actually splits queues based on region. So I'm in US East. Yeah, like I gotta be yeah, USD so high. Well, and like I'm gonna be real. This feels probably about as feels about as good as playing on a Parsec server located in Ohio. Um, no, no, it's just it's just a work in progress. So, yo, Panda, Pandatronics, what's up? Hello, my friend. I hope you are doing well. Oh, my dude, I miss you. Yo, the Parsec server, Fate Unlimited. Yeah, yup. It's doable, dude. Like it's playable, man. Like I'm usually like I can do it. That's why I'm sitting here waiting. Apparently, the matchmaking services are not doing it. Here, I'll put it in chat. If anybody wants to hop in, here is the server code. I hope you've been hanging in there, Panda. I know, right? I mean, we miss you at the at all the events, friend. But I hope you're doing well and taking care of yourself. All right. Let me go for our friend with the dragon install. So yeah, we've seen some Marlowe. His unique feature is that every 5th attack that he lands actually gives him like a boosted thing. So you can see beneath his health bar there where I'm getting built up. So my next attack will be powered up. Nice. Yo, we got that uppercut.
Second round.
Anti-airing in a game without jumping. That might sound weird. Yeah, you're super plus if you spend that. If you spend your resources with boy, you're super plus. Ah.
Victory.
So yeah, everyone has their own like set of strings basically. That you can I don't know how much of it is just like frame data and linking. Yeah, definitely delay based. Like the thing is, I felt some things that felt rollbacky, but it was like super heavy on the delay. So I don't know what their implementation is actually like. But yeah, everyone's like can end up stringing their attacks together. There are no special motion inputs. but some things will, you can like gaddle some things, which is nice. There you go. And then the throw, nice. Oh. So Marlowe has this like install super basically that powers him up. But then you can spend your bar again before it ends in order to cash it out and do a big attack, right? So I just missed my attack on the ground bounce there. Ah! Aw. Nice, nice. Spending all those resources. They have the bar now too, so they can get unlimited resources if they spend their bar. Ah. Trying to parry. There you go. Double wall kick. Air tech feels really restrictive. Yeah, you can... Anytime your opponent flashes gray, basically, you can dash as the defensive opponent to tech out. So there are basically some combo strings, like this one here, that Hayama has stumbled upon, don't actually put you into that juggle state, so you can't really tech out of it. Yeah, and if he infinite mags... Ah, okay. Doesn't quite get the confirm off of it.
That was awesome.
But it's nice, man. Like, finding all of the characters, all of their tools, all of their attacks are unique enough, and you can, like, string them together and modify them in interesting ways, right? Like, June, right? She has her axe, so she just has a single strike on her light attack. Usually, when she's holding her axe. But after she throws her axe, it turns into a 4-hit string, and it's cancelable at different points into the strings into different attacks, which makes it really interesting. Yeah, online, and like I said, it's very clearly stated it's an alpha. So yeah, the online definitely is gonna need some work. Can I throw you? Yeah. Oh, dang. I missed my grab. I missed my grab. That might have done it, actually. He didn't have that much health left. There you go. Oh, no. You were airborne, so couldn't follow up. Yeah, again, airborne can't follow up. Get the grab. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Round 3.
Yeah, boys, 1 2 1 2 4. It's one of the most flashy, damaging combos you've ever encountered. It doesn't juggle. Exactly. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you, Formula Zero. That's 100% the exact combo I was thinking of. It doesn't juggle at all. It is like... It is so strong. It is so unbelievably strong. And, like, it doesn't use that many resources, man. Like, it really doesn't. You can do some boy combos that don't juggle and that also, yeah, like, really don't put you into any stun. Gotcha. Oh, no! Oh, you got me. Oh, dang. All right, all right, all right. We're good, we're good.
Player 1 wins.
That boy ain't right. Okay, when is the Super Dragon Punch Force? When is the Super Dragon Punch Force cross King of the Hill happening, right? That's got to happen sometime soon. Yo, Jacob, what's up? Hey, actually, hey, I'm consistent about the Mondays. Yo, I'm here every Monday afternoon, friends. Yeah, no, it's really interesting. It's really fun, but yeah, I would say unfortunately not for all not for long distance online play right now. I am really hopeful that they get some good feedback. I should track down their Discord and get into their and just to be like give some feedback on this, cuz like dear lord, I hope they can improve on it because it is super fun. Yeah, right. Our Omen Asaro matches on Parsec worked a little better. Yeah, exactly. So, June, really cool. So, like, if you look at these move lists, right? So, a number of her unarmed strikes inflict damage over time, which is super awesome. She can hurl her axe, and then when she's unarmed, she can recall it. You see here, while armed, a single axe slash. While unarmed, her ones are volley of up to 4 strikes. Then she gets the rope dart from a distance when unarmed, right? So it's interesting because there are no motion inputs. All of the special attacks come out contextually. So, right, while armed, it's just this one strike. While unarmed, she'll do this, but while up close, she can do that. Or 1, 2, or, right, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. And then she can recall. Or go into super. So that's kind of like, and this is, I feel June is going to be another really strong character as well, because look at how much she can do without putting you, she's not as damaging as Boy, but she can do a lot while not having to juggle you. And so yeah, while unarmed, she also has this slide attack, and she has this punch, right? So, whoops. While armed, they are, instead of the slide, it is this spin, and then it's the retreating slash. Right? But that's a decent little, like, just if you're not sure, you can go into that and hit confirm and, like, back off. Right? And then if you don't have the axe, then if you do this and back off, you can pull it back, and that has an active hitbox, right? So it can hit them when you pull it back. Ah, why isn't... Yo, Marlo, is that just because of your height? Do you just not have a low hurt box? Because my friends... You're supposed to get hit by that. There you go. He's got a weird lower body hurt box. And then big damaging blade attack, which she can actually confirm off of if you don't have too much hit stun decay. I know, right? She was my first choice. Actually, no. The grappler girl was my first choice. Right? She was my first choice. But unfortunately. And then Deb too, man. She was the one I went to, but unfortunately we don't have access to her right now either. So, I'm curious. How much do these characters cost? $12,000. Oh my god. Well, not 12,000 tickets. Oh, skins are only real world money. Okay, so the coins, you have to get real world money. Right? So if you look at the tokens, right? $9. $9 for $9 for 1,000 tokens. And so characters are like, right? Like what? Just under like $15 or 1,200 tickets. So this is always my question with these free-to-play games, right? Like, how free-to-play are you actually? Like, is this, am I dedicating more than a full-time job to get access to a character? Because we might have some problems. So I don't know right now how many. Let's find out. If we go to fight PvE, let's play some here. Let's go through with June. Since we can't play them online, let's go through with June. So this is what the ranked PvE is like. So right now it's basically just like PvE or PvP. There is no story mode. There is no arcade ladder. But you get these like batches of 5 quote-unquote online matches, like basically simulating online matches. Come on, get over here. Yeah. Oh, I'm too far. Oh, okay. Whatever. It's still connected. Oh, no signal. All right. I'll fix that. I'll fix my signal issues. Ah, okay. So the third hit of her string isn't cancelable. 1, 2, that. 1, 2, retract. Ah. She seems like she's really annoying though, right? So yeah, no crouching and no jumping. And so I think this is kind of a bit of the mobile game influence, right? Because that definitely makes Glambot Deb. Oh shit. This makes, yeah. Okay, I would look for the Glambot Deb outfit, I gotta admit. So yeah, no crouching and no jumping, but there are moves that make you aerial. So there are still reasons for anti-airs. Oh, come on. Come here. Yeah, I really like it. So, okay, and then, yeah, so some of my unarmed attacks do bleed damage, so damage over time. So, right, you can see, like, the orange health that builds up, and if you look at the top right, 3 times, 2 times, so it takes those chunks away over time, so long as I don't get hit out of it. Which I really like. So that's like, it's a super cool dynamic. I love this like passive ability, this inherent passive ability that every character gets. Come on, I'll play like this. Oh, oh, I shouldn't have hit a button. Man, the get over here is slow though, eh? Like, it's not exactly easy to fish with it. Get that throw. Oh, yo, you can guarantee the damage, right? So if you hit her, and build up some bleed damage and then throw, it still counts down. So I wonder if that would have killed, right? If I was one closer, would that have killed? That's interesting. All right, so very clearly I'm getting scores here. So I wonder, do I get tickets in accordance with my score? Or do I get tickets in accordance with like meeting certain criteria? Or is it just stock amount of tickets at the end of each run? Because that'll determine how quickly you're able to actually get access to tickets to unlock new characters. Oh, damn. Can I link light into light? Oh, only on counter hit. Okay. So I can counter hit and then do light, light, toss. There doesn't seem to be much of a counter hit indicator. Yo, come on. I want to play this girl. Show me some cool stuff. She's gonna ride a speaker. Oh my god. And then the ground bounce at the end of the super. Yo, I need to check this girl out.
Second round. Fight.
Okay, so yeah, bleed can't kill. Okay. I do still like the dynamic. Right? Of like using your knockdown to basically guarantee... Oh shit, that's cool. Ooh, that might have been too slow because I had to recall my axe. Yeah, right? This needs, it needs some polish. Like, but I am very encouraged about where we are right now. Like,
Player one win.
the score doesn't matter. Every PvE fight you win gives you 50 tickets, and every ranked PvE run of 5 you win gives you a bonus 100. So every PvE run gives you 350 tickets. You need to win 34 ranked PvE runs to get 1 character. Okay. So now the question is, like, what do they plan on adding, right? Like, this is still obviously early access and free-to-play in development game. So, right, like, if there's going to be a story mode / arcade / ladder mode, you know, I could see more opportunities for building that up there. Though, maybe they're just going to leave it at this kind of, like, level, right? Oh, I do like that. You drop the axe on them, and then you do the back out, like the palm retreat. right? And then you can play with this and that. Because if they walk too far forward, you have an opportunity to recall and hit them. Though it seems to be really inconsistent right now, my dudes. Like, I feel like the mobile version, the recall hit works way more consistently. I wonder if there's like a discrepancy with the builds. Because like I know the Kansui Fighter devs like had to work to get the builds on the same level. And now we're going to try to achieve parity, I think, between them. Need to wait a little bit more for the recall. Because, like, here is... But it's a matter of, like, it's this. It's like when I'm... Oh! Oh, I got hit. Nope, I guess not. Like that. That usually hits when I do that setup in the mobile version.
Victory. Round one. Fight.
Yeah, this is it. Like, I'm trying a couple of the setups that I've done on the mobile version that I know work, and they're not working consistently here. Sometimes they do, absolutely, right? Perhaps it's character dependent. I mean, that's actually something I didn't quite consider, but... Ooh! Ooh! Wait a second. Was that... It looked like I dash canceled. I got, like, the parry animation. Ooh! Was there enough of a gap? Did I, like, parry and then dash the last hit of that super?
Round two. Fight.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see, we'll see. Because if I can get this into 1-2 recall, that's what I'm really looking for. Yeah. See, yeah, that's stuff that usually works. I might have been too close there, in fairness. There you go. Because you can get 1-2 recall, and then into, I believe... Yeah, into, not jab recall because it's still into the air, but into probably jab, and then I believe it's the spin attack.
We have a winner.
This is cool, though. Okay, so, I mean, when we're talking about... Oh, here, right bumper for rewards, right? So, yeah, here we go. So, 150 tickets, right? And then if I got 50 for each one of those, I was at just over 1,000 tickets before I went in there. Let's double check. Let's go to the store. Didn't update. Wait, does recall combo directly into axe throw? Oh, yes, yes it does. Yes it does, which then lets you go into your string. Yes, correct. Yeah, there's some really wonky stuff that you're able to do in the combo system, man. It's super fun. Like, I really like the balance that they have hit of like ease of play mixed with like combo flexibility. I think they hit a cool and interesting balance. It's just a little bit rough around the edges. Like, but it's one of those things that I am not gonna be too fussed about a early access free to play game being in this particular state, right? There we go. So yeah, 1375, right? So, and it seems to be the only things you can get with tickets are the characters. So all the cosmetics, all the emotes, right? These are all the skins. That's all real world money. But then, yeah, profile art, real world money. Background, real world money. Right? But ton of cosmetics. Okay, and this, for people doing a free-to-play game on, right, whatever platform, but for fighting games, this is great. Starting out with a relatively significant number of cosmetics and a big enough cast to allow people something to latch onto, right? Where if you decide to go and spend, right, $25, then you can pick up probably all of the characters that are not currently available, plus some cosmetics, right? Like, but I mean, this was what the problem that that Fantasy Strike had, is that Fantasy Strike had the same idea and then had a fraction of the amount of content and nothing for people to spend their money on. So that was a little bit of a tougher one, right? All right, friends. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. Oh, you did the math? Super. Bless, you did the math. Cost at minimum $74 to unlock all of the fighters with only premium currency. I guess that's true. If the ones we have access to are only because they are free and they're going to rotate on a regular basis, you might not still have access to them. This game is basically Fantasy Strike, but good. It legitimately, it seems to be doing a lot of the things that Fantasy Strike attempted to do, and that, yes, and that Tough Love Arena had their own take on, right? But it does seem like it's trying to accomplish similar things using similar models, right? I love the look of this game too, man. Can I say that? Fantasy Strike was good. Like, it was good. Dude, I've spent way too much of my life playing Fantasy Strike I'm not casting aspersions there. But, like, I think Fantasy Strike did flub some things. Amongst them was their monetization and their move to free-to-play. I think it did help them build a bigger player base than what they had, but I don't think it was handled in a way to help achieve, like, consistent support and sustainability, as evidenced by the lack of consistent support and how the game is not being sustained. So that's just what it is. But, like, you can very clearly, these guys are at least starting off with, like, we're not even going to worry about all of the different modes yet. We have our core fighting, we have a core cast of characters, we have interesting cosmetics that will appeal to a variety of people, and there's enough of them that people are like, yes, there's a spread that, like, there's something more for me there. Yes, the cashier definitely laughs at us. Is like... And perhaps that is them laughing at the $74 for a free-to-play game, right? And this is when people say free-to-play games are not really free-to-play, it's like, yeah, if you want to buy all the characters and have access to them guaranteed whenever, then so be it. But, like, realistically, man, I only usually play a couple of characters super consistently. So having a rotating cast... It would be beautiful, actually, if the rotating cast of characters considered which ones you had purchased. So if I have Boy purchased, that when they come up for rotation, it defaults to another character, to give you that spread, and to really incentivize players to try other characters, and to perhaps purchase them as well, right? That might be a cool little idea. I'm curious to see how these developers handle this going forward. But there's some hope, man. I've got hope for it. The game feels good, like most of the time, right? Like it's very clear, like they're working on the execution of it. They're working on the consistency of the actual gameplay, and then the early access PvP is up there. It's working. I'm glad it's there. It has its share of issues, right? So, folks, like, try the game out. Grab the demos. It's free. It's free on Steam. It's free on mobile. You want to go to Google Play, dude. You can play it on the bus, and give it a go. Tell the developers what you guys think of it and what you need to make it work properly, right? Like, I'm gonna be very honest. Where I'm like, with people who I usually have a good connection that are relatively close, we were having issues connecting. And then for those people who I know I can play with, but I have a very distant connection, those were struggle matches, right? So, like, balancing whatever it is they need to within their online system to make sure that it plays well for most people, like, they need that advice. So, give it to them if you got them, friends. Yeah, I'm gonna drop this in chat again. It is available on Steam. It is also available on mobile for anyone who's interested. I recommend it. The mobile implementation actually works pretty dang good as well. And then, just for good measure, I'm sending y'all... I don't know what the game's Discord is, but their Twitter is right here. I highly recommend giving them a follow. And keeping an eye out. So hopefully we're going to get more information in the near future about what's going on with this game. So I'm intrigued. I'm going to be grinding this one out a little bit still. That's for dang sure. It's fun to grind. But friends, I will be back in just a few minutes. I need to top up my drink. Thank you there, Super HC, for linking the Discord. Let's take a quick stretch break, friends. Grab yourselves a snack. And we're going to be back with something a little bit older this time. We're going back to the Sunsoft fighting game Galaxy Fight. I have not yet checked out this Sunsoft fighter, and they have like there's like 5 Sunsoft fighting games that are all really interesting in their own ways. So I'm gonna take a little look back, and see what's going on with some of the Sunsoft games of old. But strap in, friends. We're not done with Niche Fighter Monday yet. I'll see you in a minute. Welcome back, friends. Yo, thanks everyone for hanging out here in the digital basement with me. I appreciate it. I am, of course, Mr. MKL. And it's that time. If you're here and you're hanging out, you're obviously one of the super fans. I appreciate y'all for that. And it's your friendly reminder to spend those Bezos bucks. Yo, I know people have those Twitch Prime subs lying around, those bits sitting in their Twitch account. Maybe maybe you're a super fan on YouTube. Can you do the fan thing on YouTube yet for me yet? Maybe not. Who knows? If not, that's okay. Remember, friends, don't let Jeff Bezos keep that money. He doesn't need to build another space rocket. Some fantastic creators out there on Twitch definitely need some of your support, though, and could use it. So make sure that every month you're using that Twitch Prime sub if you've got it. Don't let it hang there. Make sure you're sharing it with a friend, whether it be me, whether it be That Punk or Mohawk's Gridlock or any of the other fantastic, Joe P. Real, any of those fantastic folks doing great work out there on Twitch. Support them if you can. Drop those bits if you got them. All that fun stuff. And yeah, but if you don't have it within you, if it's not in your means, that's cool. What matters is that you're here. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here and making the basement the awesome place that it is. So, yo, don't forget, we got the Discord. We got the Patreon. If you really want to help if you really want to help support the place, that's probably the best place to do it. It's got some cool exclusive stuff up there, but most of what I do is, hey, it's free out there, man, because I want y'all to have it. So, spread the word. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. We're going to be moving right into another lovely game. What do we have now? Sunsoft. Yo, Sunsoft makes some amazing games, don't they? Like, they have made some fantastic stuff over the years. Gimmick, the Batman NES game. Oh, man. And they have a handful of fighting games. One of which I have not had the joy of playing. So I'm going to be checking out. And I see them looking to play already. The Burpman. The Burpman themselves. But here, let me get... Yo, Punk! What's up, friends? I hope you're doing okay. I hope you've been well, man. It's been a bit. Yo, we're just gonna chill. We're just gonna chill and play some old arcade games today. You know what it's like. Finish work for the day. Semester is over. Dope, man. Enjoy that downtime. You have earned it. You have been hard at work. So, yo, we have Galaxy Quest. So, for those who are familiar with some of the Sunsoft fighting games, they made Waku Waku 7. An amazing, amazing fighting game that is so unfortunate that game never got a sequel. But what Sunsoft did actually is Sunsoft released like 5 very different and very interesting fighting games, right? Some of them were like more standard fighting games like this, where we have a 3-button fighting game with, 4-button if you want to include the taunt button. That's some weird shit going on in the background. I don't know what they were saying. Of course, you got to include the taunt button, right? But, like, yeah, it's a 3-button fighting game. You have, like, dash cancels. You have guard cancels, where apparently, much like Sailor Moon S, you can dash out of guard. And you can dash cancel any special that is, or any normal that is special cancelable is also dash cancelable. Right? So, close medium here. I think it's just the first hit. I definitely did dash it. It's fucking charge character, of course. Everyone's a charge character, man. Everyone I pick. Yeah, Punk, this is one that, like I said, I have played a bunch of Waku Waku 7. I have played a bunch of Power Quest, which is also by Sunsoft, right? The Game Boy RPG fighting game. And they have some really interesting takes. And so I was like, damn, I have not played Galaxy Quest. Or, yeah, Galaxy Quest. Galaxy Warrior. So I was like, fight. Oh my god, how did I get that name wrong like twice? Yeah, and then there's Astra Superstar as well, which is another, like, it's a high-flying, there's no ground, it's all aerial. It's super unique. Like, Sunsoft, they were like, we're not going to make sequels to our fighting games. We're going to go make another fighting game that is, like, its own thing. Oh, yo, Punk, you would totally enjoy Super Dragon Punch Force 3. Absolutely. I think you would definitely dig this game. Ooh, here we go. Half circle back. Yeah, Waku Waku 7 is beautiful. It is mechanically dense. It is really interesting. Yeah, it is such a shame that we don't get games that quite look or work like that these days, right? But we do get beautiful games still. No shade to modern developers. I love you. Oh, nice. So yeah, and you have like dash momentum, so you can dash and cancel into a button. If you dash, cancel into a button, you can cancel the attack into dash. I can't get the dash cancel to come out well right now, unfortunately. There you go. But you have some nice, like, mobility options here. And then, yeah, if you forward dash, you go into a run, and you will cross up your opponent if you're running, and as soon as you get to the other side, you stop running, right? But it means, yeah, you can, like, dash and hit the button before, or you can dash and cross over and hit a button and try to play with a side swap. I'm not entirely sure how practical that is, but it's an interesting concept. Let me get back into this and check out another character. I'm hoping to find a character that's not a charge character, man. Like, look, I got nothing against charge characters. I just might not want to play you. Alright. Big robot? Is the big robot good? I swear to God. Everyone's a charge character. Ooh. Oh, that's just, I thought it was an attack. It's just the spin animation when he crosses over, he goes into a spin. This game looks so good, man. Like, half circles. Okay, half circle back is like a charging punch attack. Ooh, big launcher. Interesting. It doesn't always launch, right? It's like every other close C launches. And it's not about stun either. Interesting. Man, even that. Into Sonic Boom, you can't jab into Sonic Boom. Even off of one hit. 2 hits? No. I don't think you can do that. And then comboing jab into mediums. Struggling to. Interesting, man. I'm like, it's not, for me, it's not readily apparent to me what the expected combo structure is. You need to chain jabs, though. Yeah, even that. Yeah, interesting. All right. Want to guess who's written the guide for? Is it Billy? Might it be Billy? Come on, I gotta find someone I vibe with here. Let's get her done. Will G Dunn get her done and get me a character who I really like? All right, we got a quarter circle forward. Yo, we have a quarter circle forward attack. All right. Alvin seems to have a bunch of half circle and quarter circles. Yo, it's his taunt. His taunt is that he cuts himself. A lot of characters with ABC moves as well. Interesting. Even that, I don't think it is sufficiently disturbed, right? And look at these floaty jumps, right? When you see, like, launchers that are super wild like that, you can expect some giant-ass floaty jumps, too. So Rumi has a rolling... Oh, has a roll in the air with ABC. Interesting. Yo, Grav, what's up? Yo, this is Galaxy Fight. This is the second Sunsoft fighting game. So they had like a Smash Brothers style game for the Super Nintendo. Ohai Haribiki, I believe it was called. And then they came out with this. And then later on came out with Waku Waku 7 and eventually Power Quest. Oh yeah, we're ignoring stream titles right now. That's for sure. I knew it was wrong. I knew it was wrong. Okay. Alvin and the Chipmunks? Oh damn, you lost at this in a mystery tournament once? Oh shoot. Alright. Alright, we got a fireball. Here we go. This is what I need, man. I need myself just like a straight-ass Shoto. Give me the straight cis Shoto boy to at least learn the basics of a game. Oh, yo, okay, so his Dragon Punch is an upward fireball. Alright. Reverse Dragon Punch? No. Half circle forward, half circle back. We'll see. The Captain Commando dude was even more Shoto. He has a 2-8 charge. Wait, are they actually? Oh, dashing attacks as well? That's kind of cool, though. I can appreciate that. Oh, fuck. Is this one of those games? Do you have to return... I think you have to return to neutral to cancel. Because look, if I go down B... Do you have to be, like, at neutral when the punch button, when the attack button comes out? Oh, interesting. Okay, what is this guy's? Everyone has a fucking launcher, man. Oh, nice. You can still receive damage at the 0-second mark. Alright, that's good. Oh, there you go. His ABC. Yeah, man, like, I'm struggling to find the... Which is not bad. Like, if it's not combo heavy, it's not combo heavy. Okay, okay. I could vibe with him a little bit. Rolf? I mean, okay, I gotta give Jury a go. It's all about the dash cancels for the combos? Okay. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. See, this is... This is what I'm saying. Like... It is. There's a whole dash cancel mechanic to the game, right? And when I read the wiki, it was that anything that is special cancelable is like dash cancelable as well. So she may legitimately not... Does she not have any... Okay, okay. There you go. First hit, there you go. Okay, I'm dash canceling too early, right? So you see, that's too early. That is fine. There you go. There you go. So what? Jab, jab. Yeah, I can't seem to reliably do it off jab. Always play with Rumi, so you're not sure. Yeah, that's how it's gonna be. Alright. But look, those all work. Alright. Damn, right? The mobility is kind of big. Like, I love this. I love the dashing mechanic. I love the side swap when you dash. Like, dashing through them will automatically stop you. The momentum is really cool. You can keep momentum on this. Her dashing attack, wait, well, like this this heavy attack That's like, that puts me into an auto dash. Like, I don't do anything, right? And it seems to be every second hit. Tekken Heat stolen from Galaxy Fight. And then yeah, so you can backdash cancel, right? As well as forward dash cancel. So keep yourself really safe as well. Oh my god. Like, yeah, super long. And I guess you kind of have to, right? If it's infinite stages, you really kind of gotta... You really kind of just gotta give her, right? Like, look, this is so wild. I'm wondering if, like, are they actually, like, attackable in that... It's so hard because there's no corner. Yeah, and then stun. Wow, okay. Well, we found my character. I am immediately going to challenge myself by challenging the Yama Man. Yo, what's up, Fabric? Yes, we have ourselves Galaxy Fight from Sunsoft. It's gonna be interesting going through some of their games, honestly, to see what kind of different things they do. I have an air throw. Oh, I'm happy. I picked the right character. I'm doing well. It was fun. We had some good talks. About the XR Arcadia. Checked out a new fighting game in Super Dragon Punch Force 3. Now we're playing some old games. Yo, that makes me a happy camper. Yo. Did that just beat out your roll? I'm gonna have to try that one again. Sylv, what's going on? Get that throw. Oh, is this one of the ever active? What button is that? Is that my jump jab? Jump jab, active forever? Nice. Yo, good to hear that you're having fun with Dragon Punch Force. It's super cool, man. I'm excited to see what those guys end up doing with the game. It's got some potential for sure. Oh, you were a Gunter? Oh, all right. Man, this is it. Like, honestly, so many characters in these older games used to be charge characters, and I struggle with charge characters, to be honest. So, I'm always like, I always struggle to find characters in these old games sometimes. Oh, right into the big fist. Could definitely see Proto Waku Waku now that you're seeing it with the dash cancels. 100%.
Mr. MKL, is this a thing? And I'm like,
And it is.
It's what's wrong with the thing?
What's wrong with the thing? This is definitely a thing. This is someone's thing. Every one of these things is someone's things. No, this one's an arcade game. I think this was on one of the Sega boards. Was it the SV16 or something like that? Or no, this one might have been MVS. I'm not sure. They moved around through a couple different platforms. Yes. Oh, that air throw does not do much damage, though, eh? Yeah, this is definitely... It was one of their earlier fighting games, right? This was their first arcade fighting game. They had a party brawler on the Super Nintendo. And so you can see that this is kind of like the beginning of their journey. But as I think it was as Grav said, like, you can kind of see the proto Waku Waku in it in some ways, right? From some of the character designs, like Rumi's character design, to the way some of the game feels and the combo system works. I think they definitely smoothed it out in Waku Waku 7. Sega Titan, there you go, STV. Thank you, Sil. Yeah, Rumi, right? Totally more of a Waku Waku 7 character than a Galaxy Fight character. It's like, especially looking at Jury's design, or even any of the other ones. Though, I can see the... Oh my god! Is the robot Borat from Power Quest? Is that the connection? Oh my god. This might be Borat. Musafar might be Borat. That makes me happy. Okay, that's super cool. I just, like, if you crunch him down into a Power Quest style, that's there. It's quarter circle back, right? Yeah, that's what I gotta do for the uppercut. Alright. Not fast enough to react. The bunny hop totally reminds you of Kirby. She's got a bit of Felicia vibe to her, right? From Darkstalkers. Oh, too far. Yeah, the game really wants you to... It honestly, it really disincentivizes jumping. The ground mobility is so fast and the jumps are so big and floaty. I think unless you have some aerial options, it's kind of awkward. Like, I got the throw at least, so I can kind of do something with that. Yo, that was like 50%. Ooh, no. Too far. Damn. That bounce back actually really works in your favor there. Stand B as an anti-air, I would not have imagined, but like that works a lot better, but the stand B, that low kick, pretty good. Chain Soldier in the monster form. Ooh, I don't know Chain Soldier actually. And yeah, that's Gunter over on the far left side of the character select. Ooh. Looks like the chick from Tongue of the Fat Man. Oh my lord. From the creators of Eternal Champions comes the fever dream you never knew you needed, Tongue of the Fat Man. Oh, damn it. Damn it. I thought I had enough. I should have gone into my special attack instead of just I tried to normal into special to get the most out of it. I think if I just went special attack for the punish, that would have worked. For science. I know the DOS version was probably the most popular. Oh, too far for the quarter circle back. All right. Can I get into Dragon Punch? Back C into Dragon Punch? Really, as a whiff punish, that would be nice. I might just have to commit to... Ooh! Nice throw. Yeah, the DOS fucking fighting game. It's been a bit, man. Yo, I really like this character. And, like, look, the animation's really nice. Like, her idle animation has got, like, a solid, like, boxer stance to it. Or, I guess, like, some kind of fighter, right? Like, that's a solid one. I like that. Yeah, bit of cami to her. Ooh, ooh. Oh, yes. Backdash cancels actually have invincibility. Oh, that's something I meant to try. Ooh, that's something I meant to try. So, I believe you can guard cancel. I don't know with what, though. Can I guard cancel with specials or just dashes? Maybe just dashes. Oh, no! It might just be a pretty tight window. Yeah. You can totally guard cancel specials. Alright. Alright, cool. Tongue of the Fat Man could be a Booger Man sequel. Oh, when are we getting a Booger Man sequel, by the way? Like, are we back at the... Like, we got the Garbage Pail Kids game. There's, like, the Rugrats game that's coming out. Right? Like, we're getting some of the, like, late 90s nostalgia going, right? Like, how far back are we going? Are we going all the way to Booger Man? Alright. Alright, I'm gonna try to move around the cast a little bit. Don't think it's their first. Ha! Ha! Oh, you punny person, you. Ah. Okay. I'll take this too. Hi, Kazuma. We got Air Tatsu. We got a straight. Yes. Oh, no, it didn't. Ninja Commando sword spin. Dude, immediately. This is... It's funny. The first, like, 5 characters that I picked, I'm like, nah, not for me. Nah, not for me. Hit on a couple in a row now that I'm like, yes. Give me Rafflecopter. I will just... Come on. I will do it all day. There's no corner. There's no corner. What are you gonna do? We're just gonna play keep away. DPs in this game seem pretty inconsistent. Yeah. Had your SRK just knocked down quite a few times in the set? Yeah, okay. Yo, let's go. Let's go. Oh, I tried to stop short and get the throw. So what's the verdict on this game? Looks a little better than it feels, but is it worth hopping into? I would recommend it. If you like Waku Waku 7, I would say is a really good point of comparison. Look, this game, I would not say it's as good as Waku Waku 7, but it does some interesting things. And the guard cancel stuff is really fun. I think if you can find a character and a flow that really works for you, you could play this game kind of like just like wait for the button to come in, hit the block, and then yeah, guard cancel into stuff, right? I think you could have a lot of fun finding one or two moves and like playing, like building a game plan around them, as opposed to being like, okay, let me do what is my optimal combo for this character and on tall characters and on, yeah, etc. Oh, shit. Dive punch. Dive punch beats out Katana. That was super close. All right, let's stick with him for a second. Ah, see, the bounce is too far. Yeah, Rumi keeps herself nice and safe on that Blanca ball, right? So, dashing attacks. Dashing attacks are super fun, too. So you have a different one off of your light, medium, and heavy. There's some big damage, right? Like, that was dashing button into Dragon Punch. Six 6 and 669 deals more attacks than, yeah. All right. Yeah, and then the super jumping attacks. Ooh, ooh. Low profiled me, my friend. No. I tried for the throw and then the dash attack. I wonder what the frame data on any of that is like, right? I mean, like, yeah, finding like an oppressive dash attack is really gonna be it, right? Like, so sad. There's like no range on my spin attack though. I really gotta. Yeah, it's really, you gotta be in close. Damn. Yada. Should I just try? I guess just try guard cancel fireball, actually, is probably a better option. It might at least force Hayama to start blocking when they get to a distance, right? Ah, there you go. See, guard cancel into fireball and they land on it. It does. It looks really good. It's like... It feels like an older arcade title. Like, definitely. Where I'm like, I get the... Oh, Waku Waku, but not Waku Waku, right? It's not quite there. Lots of cute animals. And yeah, and you can see the Sunsoft, like, design. Like, these cute little dudes, I'm pretty sure those guys are in some Sunsoft puzzle games, right? Like, oh, this person is terrifying, though. Oh my god. Do you see this marsupial motherfucker over here? Like, that is actually the thing of nightmares. But all of these, like, I could see the bunch of these characters being in Waku Waku 7 or Gimmick or something like that, right? That's what they're from. They're from fucking Mr. Gimmick. I'm pretty sure, at the very least, it's probably the same artist, because, oh damn, yeah, that's totally what it is. Nice. Oh. Okay. Punish ball. I can punish your Blanca ball with medium fireball if I guard cancel it. But the dive kick has to be light, I believe. Oh no, light worked there too. Okay. No, you can see a little bit of the, like, trappings that Sunsoft implements in all of their games, and that will be iterated upon and improved upon in things like Waku Waku, Astral Superstars, and Power Quest. All right, Rolf. Oh, that makes me happy. That's a nice throw. Ooh. I get rolls. If I do the half circle, I can roll into shot. Okay. Dragon Punch? Yup. Yo, why are you not getting hit by my fireballs, though? Space Ryu. He is absolutely Space Ryu. Oh my god, he's even red and white. He is... Holy shit, it's a space gi. He's wearing a space gi. That's beautiful, man. Look, it's even too high, right? You'll sail right over him, just like Ryu. Look at that. Though I'm pretty sure that hits cross up there. Nope, I had to try. I'm not paying attention to the time. I feel like the time limit's really short. It's only 60, right? More like... That's fair. That's fair. You're right. It's Robert. It's the Robert Tatsu. Now that you say it, I see it. You are correct. Robot time? Is robot time? All right. All right. I'll figure out the robot. We gotta charge character, but I'll do it. I'll do it for you, Grav. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, that inconsistent pickup on the Dragon Punch, that's very unfortunate. Nice. Good. That's the, there you go. That's the dash cancel pressure. I like it. I like it. What? I love this, like, the dashing uppercut, though, just, like, goes sailing across the screen, friends. That was really good, man. Yeah, you see, as soon as it came out, I was just like, nice. Yeah, I think some of your lights only become dash cancelable if you Gatling them, right? So you need to chain them into something. So I was trying them off of single jabs and single buttons and it wasn't working. But some of them I think, yeah, if you... Right? His dashing TP, because it carries the momentum. Any of your dashing attacks carry the momentum of your dash. And because dashes are so huge in this game, yeah, you get like wild momentum like that. Oh, interesting. He's got a very clear visual indicator of when he blocks. As soon as that... Oh, that's funny. Parry while in block stun with 6H or 3H. That's what that does. You can see it. His shield lights up when you block. I think that's the window to do that in. He's got weird-ass buttons, man. There you go. That's the counter. Well, it's funny, because he has a charge move too, oftentimes when you're blocking, you'll have charge held. So when you go to 6 or 3 and press a button, you'll just guard cancel your charge attack, right? And it's like, it is kind of awkward having a counter mechanic like that in a game where you have guard cancels as well. True though, yeah. It is something unique that might make you play it where you otherwise wouldn't, right? So I think that was just like, yeah, I think that was just jump kick into tick throw. I don't know if that actually comboed. Air throw. Let's go. Yo, everyone might have an air throw. Basically everyone I've come across has had an air throw, right? I haven't seen it come out of Rumi yet. Oh, wait, maybe I have? Oh, seriously? He actually has an SPD? What? What? My dude, what is this move? Hey, what's up, Zan? Yo, it's like that, because that's what I did. I did an SPD. And that came out. And like the giant flip, and then it hits on the way down. Is it a grab that has a hit component to it? Guys, what are we looking at here? Okay, alright. I gotta like focus. I gotta focus. I just got perfected. Alright, I was just like so laser focused on the processing the command grab there. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. We're not done. Guide doesn't go into detail, but it might not be a throw. Oh. I'm trying to forward dash cancel in to get a throw. Oh, no! Right? How's it gonna be a 360 motion that isn't an SPD? I'm not entirely sure. Ah. Damn, the ever active jump light. Yeah, unless it's Dinorex or Primal Rage. I'm not entirely sure, right? Yeah, yo, our friend Musafir has some, like, odd normals. Like, I'm not personally feeling the normals. Like, and I think for a character like this, you really gotta feel the normals. Oh, I got the stun. Shit, nice. Yo, you just blew me up. You absolutely... Damn. Damn, son. I think his normal changes a lot when he runs. Yeah, absolutely. Because I was like... You do get some interesting shit out of... the dashes with him, right? Those were slightly better. But his dash is pretty slow to start. Ooh, this is a pretty stage. Oh my god. This is gorgeous. Alright, here we go. Thank you, Gunter. Gunta. Yeah. It's his 4/6 attack, and it is basically a rush punch. I think it's 2 hits. Oh, I did it too early. He doesn't seem to have an up charge. But I think you can, like, make it pretty safe from full screen. Yo, yeah, I'm not sure. Either it was an overhead or it chipped like mad.
Round one, fight!
No rolls. No rolls for you. And that traded. Yo, this man's got a pose or two in his repertoire.
Two, fight!
Ooh. Oh, did it too soon. Yeah, I think overhead? Nice.
Rumi wins. Round three, fight!
There you go. How does you not have a move list listed? Damn it. Oh, once again, I'm too early on the guard cancel. That seems like a dang good move, though, man.
Wins. Round one, fight!
Oh, there. Not the stun.
Rumi wins.
Gunja Bomber Dragon Punch.
Round
And he has 360s as well. Oh, okay. Okay. Elbow drop. Oh. Alright, alright. So yeah, he has... Using Jumping C is good. Alright. Yeah, it's actually his Dragon Punch. So it's like an upwards Dragon Punch followed by an elbow drop.
round one, fight!
Oh. Beaten out, though. So yeah, he has a 360 A, B, or C, but then also a 360 ABC. Like, Hayama's never gonna let me land it on him, but I'll have to go into training mode and try it. No, don't even apologize, man. I'm just like, no, you're just like, you're too good, and I am not gonna be able to land that. Here, yo, all right. I'm gonna go back to Jiri. Let's play a couple more matches before we wrap it up for the day here. Yo, thanks for running the sets with me, man. I appreciate it. I probably still like Jiri best, though Space Ryu is okay. Yo, she absolutely is Punk. You're right. You've got the read on that. I think for me, she's just it's charge character, bud. Like, it's so unfortunate. Like, I struggle with charge attacks. Like, I always have. Like, holding charge, maintaining it, getting consistent inputs, especially in older games, means that I just gravitate away from them, right? It's kind of a shame. It really is a shame, because I think there are a lot of characters that I would genuinely like, if not for that. It's just, it's not something that I want to spend the time getting good at. Like, it's not. It's legitimately, like, charge moves, one of the reason that I appreciate, like, the approachable fighting game is because fucking, like, I don't want to get, that's not what I want to get better at. That's not what I value getting better at to play the game, right? So, but it means that, yeah, now I'm like, yo, this character would totally be me, right? Alright, I gotta get my shit together. That's 1-0. Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. Most degenerate move in the world, but you have to charge for it. Season 1 fucking Geiger in Fantasy Strike, my dudes. Never forget. And you didn't even have to hold the charge. You just learned to go to neutral. Geiger always had charge. Precisely. No! I got it! Still alive. Let's go. God damn it. I can't run in and punish that. I gotta stop trying. No! Alright, we're fine. Yeah, if Geiger had supers weren't the worst feeling in the game. That was a good play, Hayama. Yeah, let's play the last one here. Let's do it. It's 1-1. It's the true tournament. The true tournament match. Nice. Whoa! Where'd you go? I know, his old ground super, it is like... And it made for so many interesting things, but... Yeah, well, it could have made for so many interesting things, but then Serlin was like, no, I don't want that. I don't want the move to work that way. Which, fair. It's his game. I really hate that I can't punish that with a dash-in. Aw, poor, no broken Twitch, Mohas. That sucks. Super Dragon Punch-Out was fun! It's got, it's got some... It's a little rough around the edges in some places, but, like, the core concept is super solid. The core style is super solid, and I kind of like where they're going with, like, the free-to-play implementation. Yo, GG's, Hayama. Yo, thank you for joining me for some matches. I appreciate it. Oh, friends. What a Monday. I appreciate y'all rolling through for the Mondays. It is always great having some friendly faces in chat. Punk. I'm not usually like, and this person, Punk, I miss you, bud. I appreciate you being around. Yeah. Super Dragon Punch Force. Super Dragon Punch Force 3. Definitely interesting. I think it's got a lot of potential. And I'm hopeful that we're going to get some, like, consistent update. The response that I've seen from, like, Kansui Fighter and the developers over there make me so hopeful that these developers are going to be responsive in a similar way. And then we can see the kind of, like, rapid improvement that happened when the community started engaging with the Kansui Fighter devs. So, super great. Yeah, Punk, I know. You've been so hard at work. Yo, enjoy yourself. You have earned the little break, the little respite, the little rest. Hopefully we'll be able to get together and we'll play some games. Yo, you, me, and Mohas need to play some Mortal 1 Combat at some point. We'll get together and we'll do that. Yes, Hayama, I agree. I think that's really the lesson that we're learning. More indie devs need to be making fighting games. Hopefully they can make them on a platform that is available to as many people as possible. Hopefully they get the financial support that they deserve to make their art. And also, Sunsoft, make more fighting games. You made 5 fighting games in your entire history. They are all bangers in some way, shape, or form. Not perfect, but all bangers, right? Make more fighting games. And this is it, where I'm very tempted to say, like, where's Waku Waku 8, right? Where's Waku Waku 7 Extend Plus Complete Edition? I don't know. Honestly, maybe we don't even want that, dude. Maybe we want Sunsoft to keep make it 6 fighting games and make it really fucking interesting, right? As much as I would really appreciate a sequel to Power Quest, also just give me something new, right? Like, just make more of them, dudes. Like, so many cool, interesting takes, such beautiful artwork, such great designers at that company, making amazing stuff to this day. So that we have 5 in like the 40 years of Sunsoft's existence, that we only have the 5 fighting games is actually kind of criminal, right? Especially when you consider, like, this was it. When you look at, like, the Harabiki game was their first one, and moving into arcade with Galaxy Fight here, this was their first real attempt at a proper arcade fighting game. So seeing the, like, interesting takes that they have done, and the fact that, yeah, every one of them has been so unbelievably unique, is something we need more of, man. Just be more unabashedly you and give me some cool shit. Oh, they did get a Hebariki game out on Switch? It's a platformer. Yeah. Oh, that's adorbs, guy. Oh, man, that's fantastic. So, friends, thank you for joining me in the Digital Basement. I'm going to be signing off right now. I appreciate y'all joining me here. Like I said, if you drop the follows if you haven't already. If you have the Twitch Prime sub, or if you have some extra dollars or bits in your digital wallets, I'd appreciate the sub. Goes a long way, whether it's here, whether it's on Patreon. Every little bit helps, makes us, lets us do cool and new, interesting things. So if you don't have it, that's fine too. I'm glad that you're here. Just keep keeping on and making the Digital Basement an amazing place. So thank you, everyone. Stay safe out there. Be nice to each other. And I will see you later on this week in the Digital Basement for some more streams. Peace out.